Good morning, cyber traders, and welcome back on the Tuesday morning. And got a little bit of a correction going on. Nothing crazy in the market, but checking out some of the orders out there. We finally broke that 145. And you know what's funny? If you listened to me yesterday, when me and Josh were talking pre-market, I says, this stock has got the potential to finally break it. And you could see right here yesterday, it finally broke that 145 right there, and you shot to 146. There's a pretty decent iceberg order that's out there right now, about a little bit over 100,000 in pre-market, which is a lot for pre-market. But I was really a fan of it. I did a video on it. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's going to break." You know what we're talking about? I said, "Listen, a lot of these people don't watch the ending of the video. That's what happened." But if you watch the ending of that YouTube or Instagram, TikTok video I posted up there, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I want to keep an eye on NVIDIA. And remember, if you can't afford NVIDIA, that's fine. You could always trade the NVDL, which is the ETF. That's one of the purposes of it. So NVDA and NVDL back on the watch list. And there's a couple other stocks I'm moving in pre-market. Some big runners. We're going to check those out. But before we do, let's go talk about, obviously, what's in the big news. Anyway, scary news that's going on. Trump said it, sent out a true soul search message that he told the people in Iran that, you better leave soon. I don't know what that means, but I guess if you read between the lines, they're probably going to bomb the nuclear facility over there. I'm just thinking out loud. I mean, why would he ever say anything like that? But with the market conditions, certain stocks are going to benefit from it, and some of them are not. Obviously, you could see oil. Once the war hit, oil stocks went up. There was some oil stocks that did move up. Remember, there are a couple of things like Boyle that moved pretty well. Boyle, we didn't really talk too much about it, but you could see Boyle had a really nice move when all that stuff happened. Went from 150 to 157. You got some resistance levels, a lot of resistance levels right around here, around the 157. But if it does break, it could look pretty nice. We all know the stock very well. The stock ran from like 49 all the way to 105, and it came back down. A lot of support levels at these price levels right here. So, and if I go back last year, you could see it clear as day. I mean, we're pretty much there. So keep an eye on Boyle. I'm going to put that back on the watch list. Boyle is not a day trading stock, okay? It's a little bit more of a swing trading stock. So it's very difficult to day trade. You could see even here over the course of the day, it's very unvolatile, very dangerous stock to trade. All right. A couple of stocks I want to bring up too that we traded yesterday. Let me just hit upon those before we go over through the watch list. A couple of nice little movers. This was a nice little cheap one that moved yesterday. This SLRK, that one was pretty nice. Run was really interesting stock yesterday. Thing just was trading, and all of a sudden was doing nice, and it got crushed. It's just unbelievable stock. It was great on Friday. You could see it here. And then all of a sudden, boom, what a catastrophe on that one. So, and from the looks of it, I would keep a close eye on it because support levels are right around 530. So I would probably put Run on the watch list again. Remember, this goes on the B list, not on the A list. The A list we didn't even get to yet because that would be the stocks that we found that I knew this morning. ENPH, another stock getting crushed, obviously, with the energy stocks. Same one, running very similar. Looks almost like a spitting image as the other one. All these stocks are really moving this morning. But yesterday, I forgot to go over to the ones yesterday. Hold on. These are the ones from today. The one from yesterday, SRM. That one was a big mover right there. Phenomenal run, right from $1.50 to $10. Huge winner. Probably the best trade of the day yesterday. That one did fabulous. ESBET. Okay, so I got into the ESBET. I got in, I got out. This is a great runner-up too. 11 all the way up to about 13. I'm putting ESBET on the watch list because it's been holding here really strong, which is very interesting. Okay, so I had a lot of shares of it. We saw that stock. Listen, for some of you who don't believe me what happened, yeah, this stock did go from $2 to 120. It was another great mover yesterday too. ESBET What else that we had that ran yesterday? SRML was another nice mover. CRML. There you go. That was a good afternoon runner. That one ran from about 220 up to 330. Just a bunch of other ones. Quantum stocks also moved pretty well too. QUBT. That one had a really good move all day long. Ran from about 17 to 21. UMAC. It was very interesting. I'll tell you, that one's going back on the watch list too. UMAC. That stock has just been doing great, almost a double. You can see on the swing trade, a lot of support levels around $5. Now it's already at 10.30. Still looks like it's starting to fill a little gap fill right there. Another stock that I'm put back on the watch list. Coin. Big run up yesterday. Also, but kind of flat too. So shockingly, yesterday was actually a really, really good day. I wasn't really anticipating, especially over the summertime, but a lot of good movers. Now, for some swing traders out there, guys, you got to be really, really careful on the swing trades because the summers are not very easy to swing trade. So if you're trying to find things that are, in that swing trade mode, just be very, very careful. The nuclear stocks are doing pretty well too this morning. They did a good pop yesterday, but it came back down. Let's see if they consolidate here at these prices before they go any higher. But you could see that these things are really starting to get very volatile. I mean, OKLO went from all the way from 65 to 73, right back down to about 65. Very, very volatile. SMR, same thing. You know what I mean? Nice push, but came right back down all the way to a low about 42. Now it's going back up. I don't know. For some reason, I like the SMR a little bit better. SMR. All right. Now let's go over and talk about what's moving this morning because there are a few stocks that are pretty up, that up a lot this morning. A couple pharmaceutical stocks. SLRX. I don't like it. It's up at 100%. But it's not really moving that much really quick. Same thing, another one right here, pharmaceutical stock, flatline, don't like it. CRO gapped up around 7 o'clock in the morning. This stock got destroyed. Look at the last year with all the stock splits at 25,000, things at about $10. It's up a little bit. Sometimes they'll make it move. I like this one probably a little bit better because it got so destroyed, over the course of the year. So I'll put that on the watch list. This one just spiked up and came back down. Not really a good one over here. Another one spiked up, came back down. We're already at 19, up 19%, as number 6 on the gainers. Nothing really good there. Nothing really good there. Robin Energy, we remember this one. We trade this one, but this one was a short squeeze, went up, came back down again. Not really excited about that one. Nope, and nope. This one maybe. Okay, this one cheap stock, inexpensive dollar stock, going up nice and slow. INVZ probably be a little bit better for some of you here. And run, you know why that's in the losers list. We already got that on the watch list. SCLD coming to some support levels. FSLR, First Solar, we know why that's probably coming down, right? Trump is doing the kibosh on all solar stocks entirely. So you can see that's not going too well. Listen, 118 support levels. I think it could be a good short. Somebody was asking me, what about shorting? Yeah, we short. I think that one could be a good short. A little on the expensive side. A lot of energy stocks all getting crushed. They're all on this list. Array, all of them. All of them are getting crushed. So we might be doing a lot of shorting today. All right. We might be doing a little shorting here going into the open. We haven't really shorted too much stocks, but it looks like today could probably be the day. All right. Anything I'm missing, guys, that I missed out? Is people talking about a split? I don't know. Is that what they said? That would be pretty good. I mean, I own PLTR, PLTU. I mean, that would probably be good for the stock. That would really drive up the stock a lot. I don't know where you heard that, Michael, but we're going to look into that. Where did you hear about that, Michael? I don't know if you heard about it or you're just speculating. But that'd be a pretty good thing for Palantir. If you look at all the stocks on my watch list, a lot of stocks that we watch, it's the only stock that's really a stock that's been up, on the internet. All right, well, I don't know if it's fake news or whatever, but got to be careful what you hear on the internet. Depends, just as long as it's a credible place. All right, let's get ready for the market opened up, everyone. Don't forget, today we have our podcast at 11 o'clock. Who do we have today? We have Randall. Randall is a physicist. He's going to talk a little bit about psychology. So I think a lot of you guys will enjoy that. Looking forward to have him on. That's going to be at 11 o'clock. We will be broadcasting live on social media, so I will be seeing you then. So don't go anywhere. All right, guys? We'll be back in about 15 minutes. If you're watching on social media, if you guys want to come and join us, you got that little QR code on the top right-hand corner. What you could do is you could take your phone, scan the one that we just posted up there. We're here live all day long. So if you just want to see us here in the morning, come and join us live. We're here broadcasting all day long. Guys, good luck. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Take about a 15-minute break, and we'll pick up and see how this market opens up. All right? Let's get ready for the market. Good luck, everyone. Trade safe.